your tyre related needs and a fantastic service, call or drop into Phillips Tyres in Oxford.
Hey everyone, welcome back to your weekly news show. This week we're going to cover what's in BASC's account, yes, really, who's been winning the automatic ball trap, the debate on driven grouse shooting, some great ground setups, some Caesar Guarinis for those of you that are interested in those kind of guns, licensing inquiries and competitions and queries. So, let's have a look at BASC. Well, what have they been up to this last year? Who could forget this? Fantastic full page wraparound of the Yorkshire Post filled with information about grouse shooting, which we're going to come on to in a second. There's going to be a special little treat for you as well if you keep watching, but let's talk about this. They have really been splashing the cash this year. They have 150,000 members and 137 staff. Here's some of the people that they work with. Over lockdown, they conducted over 400 shoot visits and issued over 5,000 items of PPE, as well as taking over 1,000 COVID inquiries some weeks. But how much are they worth? Well, around £12 million they took last year. And then they had an admin bill of around £11 million. So when all said and done, the final figure settles on just less than £1 million, which is around twice as much as the year before. This is quite interesting, I think, and I'm sure many of you regular shooters will be well up on the lead issue and other topical debates of last year. They worked with Natural England to increase hen harriers. They've also done the Let's Learn More initiative for the children's classroom. That was very successful. But you may also be interested to know that BASC are sitting on around £10 million. I'm not trying to cause any controversy here, but it will be interesting to hear what you members think and would like. Remember, as a BASC member, you do get a free entry to the game fair this year. Furthermore, their new head of firearms, Martin Parker, has offered to come on this show and answer any licensing queries that you've got. So please do get in the comments if that's something that you're interested in. If you're finding this channel helpful, please like and subscribe, because that lets me know you're enjoying it. BASC members throughout 2020 have saved approximately £3.3 million by working with one of BASC's 23 partners, car companies and the like. Some of you may remember Gary Doolan on here talking about Packham and other things. It was nice to see him, and our regular viewers will remember the current controversy surrounding shooting lessons. In an effort to combat this, the Oxford Gun Company are offering a special price lesson just for you, whatever your issues or problems are, whether that's gun fit, gun mounting, bogey targets, whatever. You give the shop a ring on this number, 01844 238 308. If there's anything you aren't sure about, they will help you. Consistency issues, just ring up, get it sorted. There's going to be numerous demo guns for you to try as well, and you'll be in safe hands. Just say that you're one of our viewers, you've seen this on the shooting channel, and you'll be sure to get a favourable price. Now, back to BASC. One of the fights they picked was the airguns, which you'll remember my reporting on, between 14 and 17-year-olds using them on private land. BASC really flew on this one and pointed out that there were no fatalities caused by this group of people. I think the main concern is the issue of banning this, banning that, ban, which drives me nicely to the issue of grouse shooting. Did you know grouse can fly up to 80 miles an hour? That's quite fast. In England, grouse moor management creates 42,500 work days a year and is responsible for 1,500 full-time posts. That's in England, not Scotland. And you've got to be thinking, what else would these people be doing in England, living in the middle of nowhere? What other jobs would they be doing? England and Wales combined spend a total of £52.5 million on land management, 90% of which is private investment. 90% of which is private investment. The GWCT did a study in Wales and found that around 85% of the Welsh black grouse population is associated with the only remaining driven grouse moor. Bearing in mind, there's only about 5,000 black grouse in the UK anyway. Now, back in the 1990s, there was a grouse shoot in Wales that was stopped, and here were the results. Hen harriers dropped by 48%, golden plover by 90%, curlew by 79%, usual and black grouse by 78%, and red grouse by 54%. A handy comparator would be banning forestry because it bothers hares. Now, speaking of grouse, for just £40 you could win a day's Griffin grouse shooting for you and 7 other guns, as well as a night's accommodation for 16 people in a 55,000 acre Scottish estate. Click the link in the description to enter. And other competitions the GWCT are doing that are a bit nearer to home is this, the photography competition, in memoriam of Julian Gardner, who sadly was killed defending his property. There's a hare sculpture which you get to keep for a year, and for the juniors there's a leveret. Now, it wouldn't be the shooting channel without some guns, would it? So take a look at these Caesar Guarinis. Have you ever shot with one of these? I'd be interested in your story. They were favoured by Kevin Gill, whose untimely death I reported on the channel last year. If you do fancy one, it's worth ringing the shop to see if there are any available. You'll also get to try one out too. If you do live anywhere near the Oxford Gun Company and you fancy a free gun, let me recommend to you, starting next month, the Browning Game Challenge. This is absolutely one of my favourites. Look at all these prizes here that are up for grabs. You've seen the rabbit video, now go and try it out on Rabbit Mania. You might want to start getting some practice in beforehand, but these films should help. Take a look and share to your friends the ones that they need. And finally, the English Open automatic ball trap results. Congratulations to Adam Guttridge, Kevin Borley and Theo Ling. Well done to everyone. That's about all from me. I hope you've enjoyed the show. If there's anything else that you'd like including, please let me know. If I don't see you next week, good night, God bless, thanks for your support, and you'll find me in the community tab of YouTube. Take care, everyone.
Share to your friends and have a look at what other films we've done, and it's all there to try and encourage you to get into shooting this great sport.